What's good, everybody? It is Wednesday, and normally during this time, we would have free on the show, but he is enjoying his wonderful birthday week. He's trying to make it a month. And so he was not able to make it this evening. So happy belated birthday. His birthday was last week. Uh, but he's got some birthday events going on. We miss you and we hope that you are enjoying your time as you celebrate your birthday. Happy birthday again and welcome to the Sweet Life podcast where we are empowering you with personal growth, tips, hacks, tricks. And tonight we are going to talk about why men are filing for divorce. And I know you're probably wondering, why do we want to talk about this? Ladies, this is information that we need to know so that whether you're married or you're in the process of marrying, you are educated and you're aware. As I have said on multiple occasions, that we do a lot of studying with other aspects of our lives, with finance, our personal growth, but we never learn about marriage. We never learn how to be a wife. We never learn about men. And I think it's key that we learn some of the, I guess, nuances that we need to try to avoid and help understand why men may, what leads them to file for divorce. And we're going to get into all of that. First off, please put in the comments where you are watching from and answer the question, why do you think men are filing for divorce? So, before we get started, some of the worldly topics that I'd like to discuss this evening. As you all know, and I'm sure you've probably seen, Jada is in the news again. Last week I discussed some uh, uh we discussed about the things that she said about her and Will being separated for an extended period of time. I believe it was 7 years. Since then, a lot more has come out. And so, my question, ladies and gents, to you is, Jada doing all of this for clout? I know she's got a book coming up, but it seems like she is telling us everything that's in the book. Like, we don't even need to buy the book anymore because you have said probably almost everything that's in the book already. I am a true believer that some things you just need to keep to yourself. And there's a lot of stuff that she's said within the last 2 weeks, actually week, that, I wonder, why are we telling all of this information? So last week we talked about how she indicated she's been separated for a very long time and that they live in separate homes. Since then, she's come out and said that Tupac proposed to her while he was in jail. And of course, we all know that she claims that that is her soulmate. She has also uh, indicated that Will Smith was the first person to cheat. He was the first one of the two to cheat. And it just continues to go on and on and on. And I'm wondering, is this for clout? Is this to get people to read her book? Sometimes I think we just need to step back. Maybe she's bored because she doesn't have red table talk anymore. I'm not for sure. But it seems like she's telling us a lot of their business. And a lot of people are like, I don't care. I don't know. What are your thoughts? Do you think that she is doing this for clout? I don't know. She's put herself out there. She's put her husband out there. And a lot of men are very upset by that, indicating that she is embarrassing him with the stories, with putting all of their business out there, and particularly his business. I'm sure he agreed to whatever was in the book, but it's a lot. It's a lot. Comment below. Let me know what you think. Moving on to our next topic. Cheesecake disaster. This video has gone viral. I cringed again when I saw this video. And I must say that let's watch it first. And then I will give my 2 cents. Check this out.
Whew. Let me just get the door for you.
Okay.
He got me at the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. I ain't getting out this car.
Okay, first of all, why is she recording them? I don't know if she was going live. I don't know if she was publishing apparently she published the video. But why are you recording this situation? I- And then she's like, no, no, no cheesecake. Mm-mm. Let's continue to watch.
Yes.
Would you want me to open the door for you?
Look.
Are you're recording me?
Yeah. Yeah. This is the Cheesecake Factory. This is the Cheesecake Factory, y'all.
What's the problem with that?
This is a chain restaurant. Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
You want to talk about it? I'm fine with talking about it, even in front of them.
Oh, yeah.
Big ups to this gentleman. And he truly is a gentleman. I don't know if I would have held and kept my composure if you're complaining that I brought you to Cheesecake Factory, which is a chain restaurant, and you want to talk about it in front of everybody else. Honestly, I love Cheesecake Factory. I mean, hand me the what's my favorite cheese? Oh, the dulce de leche cheesecake. Give me that. I'll take that all day, every day. Let's go. She's complaining before they even get out of the car. I will say this, at least she is showing her face early on. He don't have to worry about courting her and then later finding out that she's ungrateful. To me, this is ungrateful. I get to go out, do adulting. I get to talk to an adult. I get to interact with adult, and hopefully it'll be a free meal. Dulce de leche cheesecake, let's go.
Yeah, I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Come on, get up on in the car. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. Oh, okay.
Y'all, did she really just lock the doors on him in his own car? We got a lot to talk about. Mm-mm.
Okay. So
Yes, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
So you expect a man to go all out on the first date. Is that right?
I mean, you're supposed to. Look at, when you take out a beautiful woman and you're courting her, because I get courted. So you're courting her, right? You're supposed to take care of her. You're supposed to cover her. You're supposed to protect her, cherish her, treat her well, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Okay. So what she said, some of it I agree with. But what about going to the Cheesecake Factory didn't meet the protection, the covering, like uh, it's the Cheesecake Factory. Okay, let's go.
I
At the
went
Cheesecake
into this
Factory?
date as I expect, with the expectations for myself to keep you safe, you know, to respect you, to pay for your food, of course, pick you up, of course, and just treat you like a gentleman, which I believe I have done.
I mean, you've been pretty
and then-
nice, but I mean,
And then
Cheesecake Factory.
I, on the other hand, have certain expectations for a girl I go out with on the first date. I expect her to be respectful too.
We just gonna pause right there. He said, "I expect them to be respectful too." I don't know if locking him out of his car and telling him how horrible of a place he chose, which was Cheesecake Factory. How respectful are you? Um, she's not showing a lot of respect. Carl said she was out of line for that. I'm right with you, Carl.
Your apartment, then maybe we're not ready in a relationship for such a nice fancy restaurant as Aria, especially if I'm paying for the whole thing, which I'm still willing to do. I would have been, but if we're late, I mean, I told you twice.
Late. It wasn't that late.
We literally left your place at the time the reservation was supposed to be. And I specifically said 4 because maybe we could get there early and even have some time to get to know each other.
So she was late. More disrespect. Being late? That's disrespectful of people's time. But yet she wanted him to go above and beyond and court her. She's not showing me, and it sounds like him, that she's worth courting at this time. I don't see it. Maybe I'm wrong. Y'all tell me. She was late. So much so they missed the reservation for the place he originally had.
The way there, and while we're in the parking lot,
I mean,
and waiting for a reservation.
we can still get to know each other. Isn't there another restaurant you can call that, like, the equivalent to that? I mean,
I literally
you don't
just said-
understand. Look at me. I cannot go in the Cheesecake Factory.
There's nothing wrong with
I
that.
will die. That's
Okay.
embarrassing.
Listen, as I said, I have very specific.
Y'all tell me, when did going into the Cheesecake Factory become embarrassing? And let's be real. I'm sure it's plenty of millionaires that go to the Cheesecake Factory. You know why? Millionaires know how to save, and millionaires know how not to spend. Millionaires have the mindset that they make their money make money. Hmm. Now I'm questioning her ability to manage finances. Because we want to go to fancy restaurants every night. Okay.
Certain expectations
Oh,
for that.
no.
I can tell it's not gonna be there. And maybe we're not right for each other. So respectfully, I'm gonna just drop you off at home.
Everything that this man did was respectful, was gentlemanlike. She probably missed out on a good one with this one. I don't think he's gonna come back.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, I'm up.
So you just want to call it a night? I mean,
Yeah.
isn't there some kind of compromise or something? Ladies, can you believe this?
I'm sorry, y'all.
Yes, I can. I absolutely can believe this. You'd have made this man mad. He ready to go home and take you home. Now you ain't gonna get no meal.
He's
But
out of the parking space.
if I don't feel
Can you
respected,
see?
I am not gonna go through with the rest of the day.
Well, I mean, you are serious. You're really leaving.
Yeah, I mean,
Did she not think he what? I'm confused.
you didn't want this place anyway, right?
I mean,
She didn't want
I
to.
understand that I was late. I understand that. I understand that I could have been a bit more cooperative. You made some good points. That's why I'm willing to compromise.
Now she wants to compromise. Now she realizes she was late. She realizes that she could have compromised. The compromise was Cheesecake Factory because of your actions, because you were late. You missed the reservation to the restaurant he had was planning to take you guys to, but now he's like, okay, I'm gonna give you a consolation prize. Even though you were late, even though you had me sitting outside in the car waiting for you, I'm gonna give you a consolation prize. I'm still gonna take you out to dinner. I'm gonna take you to Cheesecake Factory. Wasn't good enough. Ladies, when we gotta stop trying to be like these celebrities. We have to stop trying to be like everyone on social media. It's not real. And you get caught up thinking that you are going to have the same thing that you're seeing on TV. And this is a great example of when that thought process goes wrong. Very wrong. Now she don't even get the consolation prize, which was Cheesecake Factory. Again, dulce de leche cheesecake, let's go.
Are you sure you want to go home?
I don't have a lot of rules. I don't have a lot of expectations for a first date, but I've already set them, and you've broken every one.
Oh
So
my God.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. We're dropping you off home.
All right, whatever. Well,
I mean, you gonna have to eat
I
that.
understand. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. If anything that came out of this, at least I hope she learned her lesson. I mean, she indicates and she understands why he's behaving the way he is and why he said what said. I just hope this doesn't happen to her on another date with someone else. He's done with her. He is done with her. Hey, Carl said, keep it up. Texas Brown Sugar, about to attend school. Be blessed. Hey, have fun in school. I don't know. Sometimes I don't even know you can really say that, but um, have a very productive day. Enjoy class. Thank you very much. Hey, it's Mama Bear. What is good? I'm gonna definitely see you later on this evening at Fresh Out and podcast. You guys, wonderful, wonderful past podcast. If you are into hip hop, make sure you check that out. Hey, Mama Bear said, shoot, I've done first dates at McDonald's. For me, it's more about the vibe and the person, not what they spend. Exactly. And again, like I tell my kids, if I give you the world at age 3, age 2, age 4, what else is there to give you? If I have given you everything, what else can I give you? If I start off giving you an extravagant date, mind you, I don't even know you. What else do you have to look forward to? Like you've been there, done that. There's nothing else to move to. And the first date is supposed to be more about you and that person vibing, getting to know each other. But you're more concerned about where he takes you? Shoot, let's just go get some ice cream. When I was dating, let's just go get some ice cream. It don't even have to be dinner. Ladies, I don't know y'all thought process anymore. I don't understand why you feel that you deserve top notch and this person doesn't even know you. You admitted you didn't know him well enough to invite him in your house, but he knows you well enough to spend so much money on probably $100 a plate on dinner, and that's not even including drinks. I don't know. Y'all tell me. No first date at the cheesecake? Y'all know me. Dulce de leche, let's go. And if anybody wants to give me a Cheesecake Factory gift card, please feel free. Dulce de leche, baby. All right, let's get on to the main topic. Hey, AB is in the house. He said, I blame social media and the distortion of reality it has created. Facts. Facts. Again, what you see on social media, they giving you their best. It's not reality. Mama Bear said, exactly. I had a guy go all out on the first date. Flower, fancy dinner, wine. It freaked me out. That's too much for a first date. What you gonna do? Ask me to marry you on the second date? No, thank you. No, thank you. All right, y'all. Let's get into the main topic. Now, again, I'm bummed that my buddy is not here, but I am definitely going to put a link later on in the chat so that I can get some people on the platform and let me know their thoughts. Um, I would love to have some men come on and tell me a little bit about men and why they tend to file for a divorce. And this topic is relevant because statistically 80% of divorces are filed by the woman. 80%. So we're talking 8 out of 10 women who file who are out of 8 out of 10 divorces are filed by women. That means 2 out of 10 divorces are filed by men. Not a lot. So the question is, why are we seeing, and particularly here in the celebrity world, why are we seeing more men divorcing? We've got Jeezy, that was a huge one. That was really big. And if you talk to relationship experts, they tend to tell you that men usually stay in the relationship for the long haul, that they will put up with more than the woman will. But yet, and still, we are seeing more men file for divorce. Now, I I'm gonna have to pull it up because I could not memorize all these, but I I looked it up, and the most common reasons that men file for divorce, according to therapists and relationship experts, and these are not in any specific order, but they don't feel appreciated. They're at odds with their spouse overspending. Someone cheated. They don't have anything in common with their spouse anymore. That's interesting. They feel inadequate. Sex is lackluster or totally non existing. And they don't feel their needs are being recognized or validated. That's a lot. And according to the therapist, this is the reason why men file for divorce. I also believe that more men are filing for divorce because of the societal changes and shifts that we are seeing, where the woman is taking on more of a active role when it comes to financially providing. And so a lot comes with that when you have the woman in the workplace. And I know from experience that being in the workplace, you have to boss up in order to level up in corporate America. And it is very hard to turn it on when you walk through those doors at the company and then turn it off when you walk through the door. And so, because of that, the societal norms have changed and shifted. And the women are now becoming more masculine because we feel the need to have to go out and provide. And we feel the need to do for our own because no one else is going to do it for us like we can. And so there's been a huge shift, huge shift. And I strongly believe that it's causing a lot of these issues that men are indicating are reasons why they're filing. I mean, when you think about it, a man's love language, for the most part, is words of affirmation. Men love to be told they're doing a great job being a leader of the household. They are wanted, they are needed. Because who wants to be in a relationship and you don't feel like you're needed? A lot of these reasons kind of roll back into not being feeling like they're inadequate, that there's no validation for their existence. Why are they in this relationship? Why continue? And so it's important, women, that we build up our men. We tell them, because again, words of affirmation for a lot of men, we tell them, hey, I love you. You're doing a great job raising these kids. And yes, we may think that, but we have to verbalize that. I learned that myself. Of course, I think my husband does a great job with the kids. But how does he know that I think that if I don't say it out loud to him? And these words of affirmation need to be said on a consistent basis, not on their birthday or at Christmas or Valentine's Day. It's something that we should express to our spouse consistently. I'm not saying you got to do it every day, but express to him how much you appreciate everything that he's doing. Being grateful, thanking God that he has provided a man in your life who is loving, who's giving, who is out there grinding. We got to learn from these reasons. And a lot, and I didn't, think about this either, that from a legal and financial aspect, that some of the influences for the reasons why men divorce and their decisions on why they divorce is because of custody and child support issues, property division, alimony, and concerns about legal rights and responsibilities. That's heavy. That's a lot. I mean, as a man, I'm sure it has to be concerning when you see that your spouse, your significant other, is going to work, paying the bills, taking care of the kids. So then their thought process is, why am I here? If you can do all of this, why am I here? And so we have to consistently tell them, let them know, yes, we appreciate you. We need you. I I can't do this on my own. There is no way that I could do all of this on my own. None whatsoever. Nino says those are basic needs for humans, but typically neglected when it comes to men. Male ego created a persona historically up until more recently, millennials and later generations, where men were tough. Wow. That's heavy. I mean, he said those are the needs. The 7 reasons that I just spewed out that most are the reasons why most men file for divorce are human basic needs. Yet we don't typically show or say and act so that our men don't feel that way. And don't get me wrong, we as women, we carry a lot, we do a lot. And a lot of times we just don't see because we are so laser sharp focused on X, Y, and Z. And that we've got to do this for the kids. We got to do, manage this at the household, make sure that my job has this report in on time. That sometimes we lose sight of our spouse. You two are the foundation of that family. Y- Ladies, we gotta get them. We gotta give them the words of affirmation. And guess what, y'all? It don't cost nothing. It costs $0. Free 99 for you to tell your significant other, baby, you doing that thing, hustling out there. I see you. That cost me $0. $0. I don't know. Y'all tell me, am I expressing? I really want some men to come on. If you feel the need, please come on to, and I'm Gary put it into the chat. Please come on and join me so we can discuss this because I do feel like we neglect our men, and they they're getting to the point where they're tired of being neglected. They are tired of being inadequate. And again, the 7 where is that? The 7 reasons they don't feel appreciated. They're at odds with their spouse over spending, and a lot of that rolls back into gratitude because most men feel as if you're spending the money, but you're not even thanking me for going out and making that money. They file because someone cheated. They file because they don't have anything in common with their spouse anymore. They feel inadequate. Sex is lackluster or totally non existing. They don't feel their needs are being recognized or validated. And ladies, these are easy fixes. We got to put in some work. I mean, that's what relationships are about. You got to put in the work. But a lot of these boils down. Are you sitting down and you're communicating? Now the sex is a lackluster. That one, yeah, a little different. But we can fix these. And what I hate to see is that we get to a point where we have allowed this issue, this problem to get to a point where we can't fix it because we've allowed it to fester, and now it's gotten to the point where we are now angry with each other. Let's work on these problems now. Work on them up front. Like, you got an issue, you have a problem, come to me. What do we need to do to fix it? 80% of women are filing divorces. Only 20% are men. But we're seeing a lot of men lately filing for divorce. Why? What are we as a female doing wrong? And again, when it comes to relationships, I always say, regardless of how it ended, there is always something you can learn from yourself, reasons why it failed. What did I do wrong? What could I have done better? Because we are not perfect. We are not perfect. And so you always want to take the opportunity whenever a relationship ends to sit back and think about what is it we could have did wrong? What can we do in the next relationship? Nino said the new soft life era women have come up with has contributed to this issue. Oh, soft life. Don't get me started with that. It seems women just want to be pampered at every turn, so a man's needs are not involved in that soft life. Speaking of soft life, I did a podcast about the soft life because I was like, what is this soft life? It was a while ago. And I understand that we don't want to go out and work all day long, work 10, 12 hours, only to come home and be exhausted. I get it. I get it. But I think that when we consume this soft life to the extent that we now don't want to put in the work for anything, we don't want to put in the work for our marriage. And so it becomes a problem when it's time for you to really put in the work. You're accustomed to this soft life that you don't want to and might not even know how to put in the hard work because you got this soft life. And so I think you need to learn how to balance that out. Yes, no one is trying to grind 10, 12 hours a day. But if I have to, guess what? I can. My relationship's not working. I know how to put in the hard work so I can keep my relationship going. I definitely know how to do that because I'm not about the soft life. Soft life will get you in trouble. Mama Bear says sex becomes lackluster when it becomes a chore. Hmm. Yes, it is basic relationship hygiene. If our partner is feeling overwhelmed, it can feel like another chore that needs doing. Hey, y'all heard it. Mama Bear said it. Again, I put in the chat if you want to come and join and talk to me why you believe men are filing for divorce. Because it seems like more are filing. And a lot has changed. A lot has changed. Women are now able to have and go out and have these jobs, are able to go outside of the home and make their own money and not be dependent upon a man. And a lot comes with that, with these societal changes, these shifts, because now you almost have to have a two income household just to meet minimum to be considered middle class. I believe in the state of Texas, the middle class income is $66,000. To be considered middle class, you have to make in the state of Texas $66,000. That's nuts to me. That's pure nuts. Uh, I want to thank y'all, and I'm want to again wish Free a very happy birthday. He it couldn't make it tonight because he is out celebrating life, and I wish him the best. He will be back with us next week. So I am excited about that. Again, I'm here every Wednesday. I love to see y'all. I love this discussion. We always have some very interesting topics, and if you think there's something that we need to discuss, DM me, email me, throw it in the chat. What do we need to talk about next? I love you guys. I hope you have a very productive week and have fun. I think we're a little too tense. Loosen up a little bit. Dance. When's the last time y'all sung in the car? When's the last time y'all had the car karaoke? Let's have some fun, y'all. I wish y'all the best. See ya.